You are a very interesting person, and the way how we met, I kind of drawn to you. And what does it mean for you, growth and spirituality?
When I went through a near-death experience and in a car accident, I almost died in Massachusetts in Shrewsbury as God guided me through that. And I said, yes, by 2025, I want to awaken 1 million people and shift them into the love consciousness so they can start to live their life much more positively.
Hello, everybody. It's Elena with Let's Talk. How many of you been looking for light in your life? Somebody may be stuck in your life, or you're not satisfied what you have. Here we are. I found for you a solution. We have a wonderful guest today who will enlighten your life, who will give you path, and she will give you a lot of insights, what you've been looking for probably. Let me introduce you a wonderful, beautiful woman from outside and inside, Bhavna, the golden light. Hello, Bhavna. Thank you.
Hello, Elena.
Thank you for finding time for us.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me on your show.
Sure. You are a very interesting person, and the way how we met, I kind of drawn to you. And I drawn to you because I trusted to my instinct, but my mind told me, don't go over there. I anyway listened to myself and I was sit down. And as soon as you started to do magical moves with your beautiful hands, I felt you. So this is where you got me. And I would love to tell you people that she has unbelievable energy. Of course, everybody choose own person. It's like if you feel it, you will connect with that person. If you don't, you just pass. You don't have to criticize anything. And please, could you explain us why you started on this path of spirituality? What did happen to you? And what does it mean for you, growth and spirituality?
I love all the questions, and I am going to answer one by one. So, my journey started in 2005. Um, you know, I was just a regular person, being a mom, wife, daughter in law, and, just living my life. And I did not believe in any of these things before, uh, till 2005. When I went through a near death experience and in a car accident, I almost died, and nobody came to my rescue. And that's when I just sat down. My car was hit by somebody, and I just sat there asking, calling out for help, and cops and everybody just left, just nodding their head and not coming to the rescue. And so then I just sat there, closed my eyes, and I just spoke with God from my heart and soul. And I said, okay, if this is what you want, make it fast. And then from the other side, passenger side window, a hand came in and said, give me your hand. And I gave my hand, and he pulled me out from that window as if I was a leaf and asked me, are you okay? And I said, yes. I looked down and I look up and I said, yes. And then there was nobody inside. And
Amazing story.
yeah, that just got me. I just stood there watching, looking around, and I could not believe what had happened. And so I feel and I believe 100% that that was God who came to the rescue and pulled me out. I heard his voice, I saw his hand, I didn't see him. And that changed my life. I started to hear him, talk to him, and I connected with him. So for me, spirituality, and that's when I teach people, is your deeper connection to you. And then when you have that connection with yourself, the connection you have with the divine, the God, the creator, however you want to call it. And that got me into starting, and my life turned around 180 degrees, full circle. And, being an MBA and coming from the corporate world with banking and finance, having that and having a very logical mind and not believing all these things was initially very difficult for me, you know. And I would ask proofs if this is the right thing. Show me signs, give me signs. So that's how my journey started, which led to, you know, having to see a big vision, to gather all the like-minded people, all holistic, all everybody together in one space where I could serve and help and heal people, and create a space where we would all be together without feeling abandoned or alone, but being there for each other, right? And that led me to starting the Wellness Center in Massachusetts and Shrewsbury, as God guided me through that. And I said, yes. And then, you know, as He guided me, He told me, and I promised Him, I said, I will do your work till, you know, till you be my manager, till you be my marketing person. And He said, yes. I said, bring me your people who would work with me. Bring me your people who who you would like me to serve and heal. And that's how it just started. I never marketed. I just met, just like you said, you were pulled to my booth and we connected. So, and then you offered, you know, I would love to interview. So that's how He just brings His people who are pulled to me, and I help them whatever is going on in their life, wherever they are. And, you know, and then the journey just started from there.
Wonderful story. And you have a background, you are born in India, then you had education in Moscow, then you moved to USA.
America, yes.
And what did you learn? What gave you that life, for example, in Russia and in India? What did you observe in your personality, in your character, maybe some professional skills?
That's very interesting because, and nobody's asked me this question, but I love this because it made me become more like a global citizen, international, because I got to understand from India, the foundation, the culture, being loving, being hospitable, and whoever is our guest, whoever comes to us, we take care of them. That's our basic things, basic nature. We are very peaceful by nature, right? And then going to Russia also, people were very nice, very loving, you know, very welcoming. And then going to Europe, connecting with people there as well, being open, but at the same time, also understanding people all over the world are always looking and exploring. People from Europe love to travel. Russia, they love to travel. What was very important in Russia and India is similar, is they're very family oriented and they love their kids. And I'm the same way. I love my family, I love my kids. Then coming to USA was very different and very unique experience for me. Initially, I couldn't understand because I came from a place where we were very we would connect with people, talk everywhere we would go. We would just start to talk, whether it was bus, whether it was, you know, wherever you are, we would just talk. And I think that was the big similarity in Russians as well. They, wherever they would be, babushkas and everybody, we would just start to connect and talk. My growth was also, you know, professionally connecting, working with people, learning that language, connecting with them, seeing how they work, and working with the Indians. It was very interesting. And then coming here to America, I also did my MBA from here in banking and finance, and which I loved, and my goal was to be on Wall Street and work there. Was very different because here people would say hello, and hello did not make any sense, or good morning, how are you, have a good day, and they would just walk and just say it and keep walking, but it did not mean anything. Whereas when we say it, it means, it comes from our heart and our, you know, oh hello, how are you, and then I'm looking to get that answer reciprocal back, and then I see somebody just answering and keep walking, and I was like, I would just stand there like, oh, I couldn't understand. So it was a little cultural shock initially. But slowly I got to understand that it was nothing personal and that people here are disconnected. As much as I love America, I realized, and then I sort of like used to wonder because I come from a big family, and even my in-laws, I was like, God, why did you bring me here? So when I got this, when I had the awakening and I got the center and I started to work, that's when I realized, because I have to bring the people here together, bring people to start to love each other, love themselves, because they do love, but they are trying to, instead of loving, they're trying to please people, whether it's their work, the ethics they have. Some of them are very strong and family oriented, but there's so much disconnect here. There's so much discord here. So there was so much unhappiness, whether in the minds, emotions, mentality, whether in the family. So there's so much pain. And I realized, and then that's when I said, thank you, God, for bringing me here, where I can help these people and shift them to love themselves and love their family members and love their neighbor, because that is what God teaches us, and which was not here, which was not there. Very few families are like that, where they are connected, but they are connected only during the festivals. They're connected when the holidays are there, but rest of the year all are separate and very disconnected and very much in pain. So it was an interesting journey to watch and understand and learn, and also understand my meaning of why God got me here.
Yeah, it looks like you brought here on purpose, as a light. And people who will feel you, they will, of course, will be drawn to you. And I like that you are positioning yourself as an expert of life change and transformation. And probably it's required to have self unhappy situation that people would love to come out from. So how many people right now struggle? Do you have like a record of kind of how many people do you see would love to improve themselves, transform themselves? Is it more than it used to be? Or how do you say that?
So I would call 1 in 5.
1 in 5?
Yes.
And what does it mean?
Which means people are looking to, some of them, because of COVID, there's more of that right now. People have lost family members. They have lost belief in each other, because COVID brought that. So many people after and during those years, two years now, have shifted, who believe so much in the family, but have disconnected. They're trying to come back together, but there's part where, can I trust this person when I'm sick? I cannot. It's become all for themselves now, everyone for themselves. So it's very interesting how it has shifted. Whereas some families have come together, they stepped up and they came together. So a lot of families came together, a lot of families separated, a lot of so there's a lot of mental imbalances, emotional pain, a lot of physical pain. A lot of people are hurting because it's like, when you are an adult and you ask not to do something, and you're used to doing something every day of your life, it throws people off. So a lot of people became rebel. A lot of people became like, okay, and a lot of people are living in fear. So that's my mission, is to shift them from fear into back into love, to shift them to start to love themselves and start to love their family members, start to
Yeah, you
love
have a pretty big list of area of specialty. Let me read it. New growths, breakthroughs, and aha moments in life, limiting beliefs, low confidence, fears, and manifestation, greater things. It's an abundance and love and relationships. It looks like a lot promises. Could you say in a couple of words how you can deliver everything in just a short period of time?
Yes, a lot of people lost jobs. So I help people to come out of fear, that they can still go back to job, to go back to their lifestyle, to working, to have a job where they will be happy. A lot of a lot of people have separated because of all the problems. So I help people to come back. Relationship issues have gotten big. So I help people to recognize, to love themselves and to love the partners in their family members, love their kids who are going through issues. And I always say, never give up on the people you love in your family or in your life who mean the lot, because if you turn your face around and away from them, they are lost. They don't know what to do. So I teach people to discover themselves, and I teach them and I try to give them that foundation. So when I talk about that, I have over the years, I say I have helped more than 50,000 people. And I continue doing that. My mission is by 2025, I want to awaken 1 million people and shift them into the love consciousness so they can start to live their life much more positively. But
Through your wellness group, right?
yes, I do it through my wellness group and also through my nonprofit, trying to shift people. I was feeding people, I created my nonprofit, Saving People. I could not have the center going, so we had to close it down. So I shifted to God. What do I do? God said, look around. So I got people in the community together. I got fabrics. We started sewing masks. We started giving it to the hospital nurses, rehabs, urgent cares, everywhere. And then I got people who were working in nurses who were working on the COVID floor, started to feed them, started to feed people in shelter every day. Families who lost jobs with kids, so started to feed them. Got 2 thrift stores started in 2 different, working with churches. They were closed. I said, can we start that? Send out 1 container full of things to Liberia when I saw a little girl picture, a 10-year-old who had a baby. So did a lot, but also stepped up to help people who were going through mental issues. Where one lady reached out to me, one big thing, without taking names. Mother reached out whose daughter was ready, young adult, ready to jump out of the window. Her hand was holding her, and the other hand was on the phone, me on the speaker, and I helped her to bring her legs down and not do that. So shifting, trying to help people mentally to come back into recognizing that their life is important. So just the awareness, what I tell people is, when you are in that state of sadness and depression, when you are in that state of, I'm lost, I don't know what to do, I'm feeling like there's nobody there for me, that's when you want to, that awareness that you are important is very important. Okay, because there's nobody who gives them that. I want them to start to feel that you are important. That's why you're still alive. Just the fact that you are still alive is the part for you to know that you are important.
Absolutely.
Right? Yes. And just knowing them, because people don't realize that. And that's why they go into the sadness. So that just the awareness of, hey, you are still alive, that means there's something more to your life. Don't waste it.
It's wonderful to have a person like you by your side as a friend, and who will not start to prepare for worse times. Even opposite, you will do and prepare all good things and to show the light in life. This is wonderful. And I like that you are providing unconditional love. Could you explain, what does it mean for people? Sometimes they say there is no unconditional love. There is always something behind that. What is your meaning of that?
Thank you. That is a beautiful question. So 2012, December 21st, 11:30 p.m. is when I became the golden light, which means unconditional love light and unconditional peace. And when I explain to people, what does it mean? It means there is no judgment. When I do healing to people, when people come to me, whether I'm coaching them, mentoring them, and I'm healing them, I am not looking and judging them. I am just saying, I want to help you to be your best version of yourself.
But
To
do
be
you
who you are.
evaluate? I'm sorry.
No, I do not evaluate.
Not
What I do
evaluation.
is,
Okay.
no. So what I do when somebody comes and they are having a problem, so a body is made up of matter. So I just look at it. I'm very scientific. So when I get to see it, so I see the darkness in the places where you hold negative thoughts. The matter changes its form, so it becomes darker. And when it does not, it's in the light form. So I just take, with my golden light, I release all the darkness and I refill it with the light energy. And that's the golden light. So I'm not looking at why this happened. I look at, okay, this has happened, let's release it, let's clear it, and let's bring love in there so that you can start to live your life. And what goes out is what comes back in. So your vibration and your frequency, then I send out is of love, so that you just attract people who will love you and not betray you.
It's a wonderful, actually, technique that you concentrate on good stuff and you don't pay attention. Whatever is going on, it's not my problem, right?
Exactly. And I tell people,
look
it's
at
like whatever has happened. You cannot change what has happened in the past, but what you can change is your now, and now is what is going to come in the future or become the future.
Yeah, everybody know that, but very few people actually working on it. And how do you think you can help people to understand that it's easy work if you're doing the right way? How you would explain them, guys? Everybody's saying the same thing, but I'm the person who can show you how to do that and master it. You will forget about everything what you had. And you will move forward in your life like a high rocket.
So if you don't mind, can we do like a quick something so people can stay with this and actually feel it, absorb it, and they
Oh,
will be able to
wonderful.
do it,
So you will show this right now.
Yes,
This is
I
the
would love
best.
to show it. Yes, because I want people, I would love to do this as a tip, and they can use it every day in their life, because, as many people hear this, it'll start to shift their thought process, because thoughts is what makes us, and that changes us and our matter in our body. And so it's very important to recognize that. So is it okay if we do a process?
Oh, wonderful. This is a great gift of you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
And people, I would love if everybody will start to use that tool.
Yes.
We're gonna learn.
So perfect. Let's all, whoever is watching, let's go ahead and close your eyes. Sit back and just put your feet on the floor. And now just recognize what is happening. What is your thoughts going on in your head? And I want you to pay attention. Like, is there a negative thought or a chatter mind going on? And what is she talking? Why it's not making sense? Or I have to do this. So think about all the thoughts which are not calming down. So even if I say, hey, calm down. So I want you to pay attention to that thought. And as you paid attention, so let's think the most negative thought in your head right now, the stressful thought. And just pay attention to that. And now that you have heard that thought, I want you to say to that thought, thank you. I heard you. I'll take care of it. And now I want you to go. And just breathe in. Deep breath in, and imagine that thought leaving your head. And imagine in your head now turning where there is light. And there's nothing, there's just nothing there, but just light. And just ask the question, what is it I should do today which will make me happy? And just wait. And you might not hear anything. But sometimes you don't have to hear everything. You might get an answer, you might just get the light, or you might not. And it's okay. And then turn around to the other side and see if there's another chatter talk. and look at it and say, thank you. I heard you. And I want you to go now. Breathe in and breathe out. And now turn back towards the light. Whether you look up, you look down, you look sideways, wherever you can see it or feel it. And just ask again, what is it I have to do today to make me feel more happy? What do I do now? And just smile and just say thank you. And just open your eyes now. When you do this every day, when you are going through and you're feeling lost and you're feeling you don't have clarity, this just doing it for 2 minutes is going to bring you and calm you down and bring you some clarity, and you will be able to also focus, go back to what you want to do in life, and you'll be able to focus on the work you have to do. So I tell people, this is very simple. I didn't even have to bring my light, but you just paying attention to who you are, and what is not important and what is important. Because we pay so much attention to what is not important, we forget to pay attention to what actually is important.
It is beautiful. Thank you very much. I feel relieved. I feel refreshed. Wonderful.
I love that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So let me ask you another question. Are you using with your techniques Ayurveda or Panchakarma or other, interesting techniques from India?
I don't use Ayurveda. I'm not an Ayurvedic practitioner. In my day-to-day life, I am very aware of eating healthy, and I do that. And that's like an ancient culture of how to eat, ancient way of knowing. But I understand as I became the golden light, as I was shown, what I understand is your karma is very important, which means your work. What do you do every single day? But your karma is also made up of your thoughts. How you think is what you do, and what you think is what you become. But as you become what you become, what you do with while you are doing and going through in that journey is important. So what you think, then how you react to a situation, and how you behave in that situation, that creates your karma, good and bad. Some people are really amazing, they think in their head. But when it actually comes to doing something, they won't do it the way they think in their head. They either would not do it, they would be just spectator and watching, or they would just not do or criticize. So they go against what they think, Then there are people who would think something nice and actually do it, take action and do it, So your karma follows with what you do. If you don't do what you believe in, but so if you did something good, I look at it as, if you play a video game, when you do something good, you get those bonus points in life, right? So when you are going through stressful situations in life, when you fall down, those bonus points come back down and you don't get hurt. They come back as a mat. So if you were going to fall down, it comes in as like a mat. You would just, instead of breaking your leg, you would just get a sprain.
Yeah.
So that's why it's very important in what you do and how you do. And sometimes even if parents, if they do something wrong but they have kids and they don't realize it, they're like, oh, I can do it, I won't be alive after this. But the karma also not only just stays to you, it comes down to the children. And that's when, as I started to do this work, I got that awakening knowing, because my teacher has been God since 2005, October 2nd. He's been teaching me and showing things. I didn't believe in past lives before till he showed me while I was becoming the golden light. As the preparation months were going on, he said I was the oldest living soul in the entire universe, not just the earth, and this is my last life. So that became like a big, oh my God, initially it was hard to accept who I am. But the moment I accepted, it became easier, which meant I have this wisdom from other lifetimes, which comes in when I need to talk with somebody, and it comes in as a guidance for that person. So I feel now that I look at it as like, oh, that's such a blessing that I can help people who come to me. I do have a solution. If not from this lifetime, I have it stored in my brain in some file, in some format.
So you're basically going to past lives as well? Do you do like regression hypnosis or something?
No, I don't do all of those things, but like I have the gift of knowing. So if somebody is going through a situation, your life comes to me in like a video movie format, and I can see what is affecting and why it is affecting you. So we just, again, there's no judgment. I look at it and I just clear it, and I shift that energy, and then I bring in the love energy. That's all I do.
Okay. You believe that children are responsible for parents' behavior, right? This is what you're saying.
Yes, sometimes. So say if the parents, if they did something wrong to somebody else's children, right? Now, and they're thinking nothing will happen to them, the full circle comes around, so their kids will suffer as a result of what they did to somebody else's kids.
So that's why all people right now in the world screwed up because somebody always did something to somebody.
So that's why I keep saying is like, pay attention to what you think, what you do, because it's not just you, because the parents' happiness lies in the kids' happiness. Every parent wants their kids to be happy. But if you hurt somebody else is going to hurt you in some way or the other. So why try to hurt?
Yeah, this is actually very important theme in their life because everybody is right now suffering. And unfortunately, it looks like there is no end of that. So
there is the end. The end is just recognizing I don't want to hurt anybody. I'm going to start loving people. I'm going to love myself. I'm going to start helping people. I'm not going to hurt people. That's where the first step is. You don't have to go around rescuing everybody, but just you saying, I'm going to step up to not hurting anybody today.
Do you believe that a lot of people, or some people, I don't know how many of them, they don't know how to love themselves? This is not in their DNA. They are not wired this way. So what do? Because by hurting somebody, they think they show their love. So what do you think how they have to love themselves?
That's very nice. So like I said, there's two people, right? There is two energies in the world. There's the positive energy, and then there's the negative energy, the darkness, and then there's the light. So they go hand in hand, they balance, So it's again goes down to your thoughts. What thoughts are you choosing in your life? Pay attention to that. Are you choosing the thoughts which is of negative, or are you choosing thoughts which are positive? So negative thoughts will always bring negativity to you, and you will connect with that, and your happiness can be in being in the negative, right? And that answers your question. In negative people will be happy when they hurt someone else, right? That's their happiness, because for them the light is, oh, I hurt somebody, good, now they're suffering.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's where people start to do all negative things, just like black magic, voodoo, and all of those things.
That's right.
Right? Or witchcraft.
Yeah.
Because that's where their happiness and lies. But now, if you take a moment and shift to, and this is for even all the negative people, I always say, negative people also have the choice to shift from there and shift to being positive. Right? But it's up to their choice. Every person has a free will. We are all given free will by the divine, by the God, to choose our karma, to do what and we are always till the last breath given the choice to shift into being positive, you know. So if you chose the light, and when I say chose the light, meaning just thinking positive, how can I do something which will help somebody smile today? Let's put it this way. What can I do today to help somebody have a smile on their face?
It's a long journey to that thought because the person who is unhappy, they will not think like this way.
You know, but it's a start. Just like how do you do it? Just start by smiling for yourself first. Start to see if you can actually genuinely smile from your heart, and then genuinely smile at someone else. I do it every day by when I'm driving and I'm stuck at the red light, I'll stand there, I'll look at both the sides of me, and I will start to smile at the people in the cars next to me. And they'll just like first will be like,
Yeah.
what is she doing? Why is she smiling at me? And then I will just, I look at their reaction and I'll smile even more. I'll give them a bigger smile. And that makes them okay. And then they'll smile back, you know? So I always start with that. And why? Because when you create that smile, it takes so many muscles. Okay. And that shifts the all the matter process starts, you know.
It's fun process. So with this being said, I would love to ask you, what is your favorite affirmation?
My favorite. I have so many, but the best one is live your life with love
Good, good.
every moment. Yeah.
What you will suggest to our audience and to people who listen to this interview?
You know, I always tell people is your journey starts with you. In order for you to start to connect with yourself, it's important to take out some time during the day, even if it is 5 minutes, to just sit in silence with yourself. The process to knowing yourself, the journey to love yourself starts with you taking time out for yourself. And that can be as small as just 5 minutes. And if you don't mind, I can just take people on that journey of 5 minutes of to be and to recognize themselves, like a quick 5 minute meditation, if
Oh,
that's
wow.
okay, or less than that.
Another gift from you. Wonderful.
And I can also bring in my golden light so they can actually have an experience with my light, so they can feel it, and maybe they can shift and choose the light and the positive thoughts.
Wonderful. We're all in.
Okay, perfect. So everybody, put your feet on the floor, and if you're driving, please make sure stop your car while you're listening to this, and don't close your eyes. But everybody else, please put your feet on the floor, close your eyes. Palms are open and they are kept in your lap. And just take a deep breath in, breathe in, and breathe out. And we're going to do 2 more deep breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. And we're just going to ask all your thoughts in your head right now to take a break and leave and let them go. And it's okay to let them go. Now I'm just going to clear your energy field. Whether you are watching live or replay, it doesn't matter. You're just getting that clearing right now. Taking permission to go deeper with you right now, just please say yes, yes, yes. For me to allow to allow the light to come into you and into your life, to start that process. So I'm going to bring my golden light from the top of your head and going all around you. in your energy field, in your aura. And we're going to start to push away all the darkness, all the stressful energies which don't serve you and which are not of you. Anything that is not your energy in your energy field, we're going to clear that and release that. Any stressful energies which are not yours, which create stress for you, we're going to ask them to be cleared and released from your entire head and going around your entire body. And as I bring it in, all the way down to your feet, now you are in my golden light, like a cocoon of golden light ball, or a sphere. Now for a minute, you're going to feel my light entering your palms right now. You're going to feel like a tingling sensation as it comes in, going up your arms, going all the way up into your chest, pushing away all the feelings of anxiety, and just bringing in golden love light, filling up your entire chest, going to your heart and bringing it and surrounding your heart with my golden love light. Letting go of the stressful energies from your heart right now. Now I'm going to take my golden light all the way up into your head. And we're going to push out all the negative thoughts which don't serve you from all different directions of your head. And watch like the clouds from your heads, like dark clouds coming out from all different directions and leaving your head. You can feel it or watch it. And as they come out, poof, they disappear, released and cleared. Right outside is also my light. They are shifted and cleared to be the light. Coming back into your head, just bringing in my golden light, pushing it, spreading it. Coming to your face, letting go of all the energies, stressful energies on your face, from your cheeks, from your lips, from your eyes. Anything that is not letting you smile, which is stuck on your face, we're going to clear and release that. So it's easy for you to smile. Beautiful. Going to your throat and releasing the energies which makes you angry and upset and say things which hurt you and others. We're going to clear that and asking that to be released from your throat and your throat chakra. So we're going to clear and release that and bring in the golden loving light right there. So what you say from now is towards yourself and others is of love. And being aware of that. And giving yourself permission. It's okay to say nice things. It's okay to say things which will make people smile, which will make people laugh. It's okay to to be loving to people. It's okay to be loving to myself. I allow and give myself permission to start my journey to love myself. And it's okay. And just I'm going to anchor that thought into your throat and into your mind, and also bring it down into your heart so that alignment happens and you can start to give yourself the permission to love yourself, to accept that, yes, I can love myself no matter what. And that is the truth. And just bringing the affirmation, I am love. From today, I am love. And I choose love, to live life positively with love. I am love, positive love. Breathing in this, going deeper with that, and holding it. And let this stay with you. Breathing it in. And now slowly moving your toes and your fingers. Feeling your toes and your fingers. Feeling your face. Coming back into the now. And opening your eyes. Namaste.
Unbelievable. I'm like being on retreat. India somewhere. Oh, on the island. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm kind of between two worlds. Ideal and real.
Yes, and people can, as many times as they watch this, they will be shifted to come to that space of feeling love and putting that affirmation. And they can go back to this part every day and listen to this um, video recording with you.
Oh,
And
wonderful. Please let us know who will do that practice.
yeah,
Do the comments. What do you feel about it? And
yes,
one,
please feel free to share your comments, how you feel, and make it your ritual. Like sometimes it's hard to do it by yourself. So you can listen to this every single day in the morning when you start your day, and you will feel that the entire day shifts and you will start to feel amazing. And, in comments, share how your day goes by and how you feel. And then every day do it. And any time of the day, if something is not right, you can redo it again, and you can do it before you go to bed. So any time of the day is good to listen to this. But I always tell people, hey, start off with first thing in the morning, so you have that energy of love throughout the day, and you attract people who are nice and loving because your vibration is of love right now.
yeah, definitely. And I like the idea that you are guiding that, because by yourself, sometimes you don't want to do that, or you don't feel like. And here are you in group, and actually we share all of us our energy. And most important, you are guiding. That's very
And this, if they listen to this before they go to bed, they will be able to sleep better, especially if they have insomnia and that they're not able to sleep. Just letting go of all the thoughts, it'll allow them to just, body will relax, mind will relax, heart will relax, and the anxiety will be released, and they will just be able to go to sleep very well.
wonderful. You gave all tools and the most important techniques what everybody should use in order to have a wonderful relationship between each other. Doesn't matter in family, in work, it was friends. And if everybody would work on themselves like you just taught us, this would be an amazing world.
Yeah.
Guys, I love this woman, and who is light, golden light, and this is gift. And everybody can have that, right?
That's what my goal is, to help people recognize their light and help them shine their light. I tell people, I said, I am the torch for your light. I help you shine who you are, and to recognize that we all have our own lights. But it's important for us to know it, to connect with it, and then to grow, and then grow not separately, but let's all grow together to shine our lights.
That's right. When you are with company, it's much more joyful to go.
Exactly.
And you always will have your serenity with you, right? This is a goal. And where people actually experienced all your gifts. I know that you have an event which is coming up in April in India. So why do you think it's important to go to India? Why you cannot do this here? Or maybe you do, and explain the benefits of both places.
Yes. So the uniqueness about what I offer is um, becoming the golden light. I have the divine gift to be able to connect to different places and their divine energies and the vibrations. So God guides me to every year or every time do a retreat here, do a retreat there, do a retreat there. So I've taken people on, I call it journeys, to recognize who they are, to rediscover, to let go of things, and to find themselves more, be more spiritual, but more importantly, be more loving. So this time, the title of the retreat is Love is the Foundation. So I'm bringing in the energy of love into every aspect of your life. So when I take them there, we are going to be releasing all the traumas, pains, and you'll get a clean slate and then refill you with loving energies. But also, we're going to release all the ego, because ego is also part of the, the chatter mind, the negative. So when we release that and replace that with being grateful, being kind, and living your life with that. So I'm going to be taking people to different places in India, which I've chosen, three different places, three different states, where they would go with me. I will bring in the energies. So I would be doing live in the evenings, which people can join. We're going to be clearing their traumas. We're going to be releasing a lot of karmas, which don't serve them anymore, so that they can start to live with love. And then in Taj Mahal, I'm going to be releasing all the betrayal, pain energies from their heart and their soul, and or from their partners, and bringing in true love energy, which, if somebody doesn't have a partner, they will be attracting that. And if somebody has a partner in their life, it'll help them to be more loving and making their relationship stronger.
Wonderful hook. Everybody will come.
All those things are included. Then we come back to Delhi, and 20th April is my birthday, so we'll also celebrate that at the Taj Mahal. Bringing in more energies, I'll be more powerful. And then we come back to Delhi, and then we'll have a little tour in Delhi for people who want it, or you can just relax. You can do more shopping and all that.
What if people don't have any bad feelings? They are happy. Can they join your trip?
Yeah, definitely they can join me. Because why? Because it's all about going to your next step in life.
Sounds good. Much love to you.
You can take as much love energy as possible.
Yeah, you're enhancing what you have done.
Exactly. Whatever you have, it's like I'll then help you step up.
Wonderful. I love your rationality. I'm the same. I have irrational and rational, because you have a wonderful background, and I like the science and spirituality comes together in you. Wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I know that you speak several languages, Russian as well. Could you tell something in Russian for our Russian audience?
Я люблю вас.
Я люблю вас. Wonderful. This is wonderful. I will put a lot more links where people can find you under this video. So please, if you would love to contact and experience Golden Light, you will have a very quick opportunity.
Yes, they can also come and do one-on-one with me here in Orlando as well.
Yeah, and plus you're traveling all over the world, and plus pay attention to expos like we met in Los Angeles. Well, thank you very much. And on this note, we would love to say goodbye for everybody and be in light.
Thank you very much, Elena. Namaste.
Okay, and we know that you are author of many books. Could you please explain how many books you have written and what it is about?
So I have two of my own books, and then I'm part of two books. And my first book was, I call it Angels. It's dedicated to them because it was in a plane, 7 hours. They asked me to start to write. I wrote the whole entire book in 7 hours nonstop with my
Wow.
right after I had my dinner in the plane, and after that I just nonstop wrote it, and
So
that was
you're closer to the God.
I guess so. And it's called Trauma Healing and Self-Care. And my second one is Confused Love, Lust, or Spirituality. And it's a method of golden light healing, love method of healing, where I am doing a lot of clearing on your relationship issues because I specialize with trauma and relationships. Everything from my golden light, I heal people, the pains they have and they go through in relationship. And there's also some true love energy in there for people to receive. And the third one is Healing Happens. We talk about how healing is so important and how that shifted me in recognizing and how miracles happened. The fourth book, I have a chapter, it's 22 people in here. But when you buy it from me, my chapter is Accepting Your Calling. And I also send you a free meditation with that.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
You did the promotion in Barnes and Nobles, right?
Yes.
It's already there.
Yes, it's already there.
So I noticed that you use them cards. Why do you use them in your practice?
I have two kinds. I was divinely guided to make 8 cards. So I make, they're round, they're like posters, and they have the design which was shown to me. I drew them and I wrote the sayings on them. So I tell people it has my golden light, so they can just put it and they can charge with that. They water and then drink that, and it shifts them to be with that affirmation. So I call it, I say, use every day one card to be that and live with that affirmation every single day. The other one is regular tarot cards, but I use them as a tool or a resource you could call to help people to recognize what they're going through and then shift them into back into love.
Wonderful. I love it. Okay, darling. So stay beautiful as you are and delightful as you are. And we will see you very soon.
Thank you.